Good morning! Sprocket Sam here. Pumapasok tayo officially sa off-season. Actually, matagal na tayong naka-off-season. No? It has been, I think, 2 months since our last event or race. No? So, ngayon, explore natin ano ba talaga itong off-season, active off-season actually. At ano mga pwedeng gawin dito sa mga to. Let's go! Buruyong, ako lang man nahihirapan dito, patikan. Kasi, ba talaga pag di gumagalaw, nakakabagot eh. Anyway, active off-season as I would define it, is yung mga panahon na wala kang karera, wala kang masyadong events, no? At gusto mo lang mag-bike. Gusto mo lang enjoyin yung bisikleta. And I think tama lang yun kasi wala naman talagang buong taon malakas. Wala naman talagang buong taon peak, no? So, hindi mo kailangan mag-structure training, wala kang hinahabol na duration every week, wala kang hinahabol na milyahe, wala kang hinahabol elevation. In short, it's your time to relax, to unwind. Alisin mo sa utak mo yung mga ensayo, lahat yan, para maka-relax ka, maka-reset ka. Pero, tama nga ba na wala ka talagang gagawin completely? As in, higa-higa ka lang, mul-mul ka lang, ganun. Well, in my opinion, hindi. Hindi. Kailangan may ginagawa ka pa rin. Okay, disclaimer lang ha. Lahat ng to ay based through experience. And nasubukan ko na yung mga gumagana at ano yung mga hindi. Well, at least for me. I believe everyone is different. And what might work for me may not for you and vice versa. Okay? So let's dive deeper into the active off-season. Let's define it. Ano ba okay gawin at ano mga hindi okay gawin para in the long run, no, ma-maintain pa rin natin longevity-wise ang sinasabing fitness. Okay? Okay, so like I said, yung active off-season, parang mas madali siyang i-define kung i-divide ko siya into 4 things. By the way, dito tayo sa may pass, pupunta tayong Greenfield Bike Shop, kukunin tayong Epectus. Kasama natin si Pancho. Pancho! Yeah, tropa natin yan. So, I would like to break it in 4 things, no? 1 is bike, syempre, yung bike pa rin. 2 is strength training, strength. 3 is cross training. And 4 would be mobility work. Oh, grabe traffic. Christmas rush, Israel. Anyway, let's move on to the first part, no, which is yung bike. So of course, maski off season, I think, no, kung plano nyo pa rin namang hindi mag-quit kasi we're in this biking, cycling game in the long run, di ba? Medyo mahihirapan ka kasi pag nag-cold turkey ka, meaning to say hindi ka talaga pumadyak completely, while others find that mentally, no, and physically relaxing. Kasi totoo naman, nakaka-reset talaga yung walang ginagawa, yung walang pagpapadyak. Ako kasi personally hindi. I love cycling. Trip na trip ko talaga mag-bike. So I still bike during the off-season. But I do a lot of adjustments, no? Number 1, duration. Sa ensayo, kailangan natin ng saddle time. Alam naman na natin yan, hindi na sikreto yan. Para lumakas, especially pag road o long distance events sa mga gravel, no, ang sasalihan mo. Or mga ODAX, no, mga ultra distance events. Saddle time is the key. Di ba? Alam naman natin yun. Now, what I do during the off-season is I cut the duration short to 30, even 40% pa, no? Wala akong sinusundan, wala akong hinahabol na milyahe. Pag tinatamad ako, talagang mas pinapakinggan ko yung katawan ko. 2, intensity. Give your body time to rest from the build-up, no, ng mga bakbaka, ng mga crit, ng mga gravel race, ng mga XC. Give your body time to rest, no? Pero personally, hindi ko zero. Sabihin natin sa isang linggo, I still hit the higher zones kahit saglit lang. Kunyari 3 minutes sa zone 4 or 3 minutes sa zone 5, 2 minutes, gano'n. Para lang hindi makalimutan ng katawan. I'm not here to debate and I'm not here to, exchange facts with you. Pero yun po yung gumana sa akin, no? I still maintain a certain level of high-end fitness, no? Tira, maski off-season. Pero konti lang, once a week lang, minsan once in 2 weeks pa. Para lang hindi makalimutan ng katawan ko. So bakit importante ang off-season? And how does it affect us really, no? I recall yung huling-huling karera ko, yung Attack Monsoon, no? Medyo nung nakikipagbakbakan ako, sabi nung katawan ko nun, boss, tama na. Pagod na ako. Pahinga na tayo. Kaya hindi ako nag-gravel ton. Kasi nakaramdam na ako ng build-up, no? I think this year, naka 6 races ako, no? So, yun, kaya hindi ako nag-gravel ton. I gave what my body was asking me, no? Nagpahinga na ako. Nag-reset na ako for the off-season. Kasi importante din siya, you know, physically, not just physically, pero mentally yung burnout, maalis mo. By the way, pag off-season, ito yung pinaka-favorite na lugar ko sa bahay. This is actually in the basement, no? This is my wine cellar. Yan. Kita niyo naman, collection. Puro wine lahat ng alakan dito. Kasi hindi kami mga tambay ng mga tropa dito kasi medyo mainit. No? Pag solo me time lang to, man cave ko to. Anyway, so what do I usually do sa bike, no, during the off-season, no? Mostly trainer. And I only go out twice a week. Twice a week lang ako. Thursday, Friday, trail. Just for the love of it, no? I love trailing, I love off-roading. Nagta-trail ako sa Timberland with my XC bike. And 2 is yung long ride, no? Mawala na lahat, wag lang yung long ride. Minimum 3 hours, minimum 4 hours. Hindi na parang yung mga pag-on season tayo na nagsi 6 hours tayo, nagja-Jariels tayo. From the east kasi ako, no? So, Jariels, Infanta, yan yung mga karga. Pag tours or TOM. Pag mga ultra distance ng gravel, yan. Pero, ngayon na off-season, you know, Sheraloop is fine, Bugarin is fine, Hala-Hala Arco is fine. Ganun lang once a week just to maintain the mileage. Iba rin kasi talaga yung load ng tuloy-tuloy na sipa. Maski naka-zone 2 ka lang. Cheers! Okay, so now na na-cover na natin yung off-season ng cycling. Cover naman natin yung isang pinaka-importante, well, at least for me, yung pinaka-importanteng part ng off-season ko. And that is strength training. Yes, so hindi ko sinabi bodybuilding, hindi ko sinabing powerlifting, sinabi ko strength training. Strength, no? So why do I emphasize on strength? Well, in a nutshell, no, mabilisan lang, bodybuilding focuses on muscle growth, no? That's why I said specifically strength training, because we don't want the size. Okay? Ayaw natin lumaki kasi bibigat tayo sa ahon. We just want the strength. Why do we want the strength? Well, let's just say, no, that a balanced, strength-trained body does not only translate better performance on the bike, but also gives our life, no, much more benefits. By the way, yun pala yung sasabihin ko, no, isa pang very big benefit nila as we age ng weightlifting, ng strength training is the bone mineral density. Yes, kumakapal ang buto natin as we lift. No, that's clinically and scientifically proven. We get brittle bones as we age. We can reverse that by lifting weights now. So, ano ba yung mga kailangan mong gawin na buhat? Ano yung frequency? Ano yung reps? Ano yung range? Don't worry, by experience, tuturo ko sa inyo lahat ngayon. Let's go! So what are those lifts that I usually do? 5 lang naman, no? Squat, deadlift, bench press, shoulder press, and power cleans. Yan lang. Those are all barbell lifts, no? Puro barbell yan. Pero pwede nyo namang gawin kahit dumbbell lang o kahit kettlebell o kahit nga bodyweight lang initially, okay lang yun, no? But for me, medyo matagal na rin kasi ako nagbubuhat, barbell na ang gamit ko. For bodyweight, 3 lang. Pull-ups, push-ups, and dips, no? And of course, core. So hindi ako nandito para turuan kayo magbuhat, no? Dito ako para sabihin sa inyo yung benefits ng mga buhat na sinabi ko and bakit sila yung mga napili ko and I think best, no, para sa off-season maintenance natin. So squat para sa akin is the foundation of fitness. Hindi lang niya wini-workout yung legs, pero wini-workout yung trunk mo and yung buong core mo. It's actually a whole body workout, no? It builds strength, not just that translates directly to the bike but also off the bike, no? So kung malakas ka mag-squat, what does that give us? Harder pedaling. Siyempre kung may mga double digit gradient ka na makakunat na ahon yan, makakarry ng squats yan, mapapalakas ka niya. It also teaches your body, no, proper back posture kasi you can't squat with a round back. You really can't. Kailangan straight back. So tuturuan ka niya, force ka niya talaga na mag-correct posture. Don't use Smith machines, ha. Talagang kung wala kang barbell, wala kang access sa barbell, okay lang dumbbell, hawakan mo kaliwat kanan, taas mo. O kaya body weight lang, no? Google nyo na lang or YouTube nyo, check nyo the proper form for squats. Pero para sa akin, squats, back squats in particular are the foundation of fitness sa atin, especially for cyclists, no? Next is the deadlift, no? So, para sa akin, second most important to. Works out the lower back, the trunk, and the hamstrings, no? So, partner siya ng squat, deadlift sa likod. Oh, ito talaga kailangan natin. Kung napapansin nyo, lalo yung mga road bike, tsaka gravel, di ba round ang likod natin? Tapos, ilang oras tayo nakaganon pag nag-i-events tayo, karera o long ride. So, that is actually poor posture, no? That is poor, and pag yan tumagal, hinayaan nyo, that could create problems, no? Imbalances and mga problema sa lower back nyo in particular, no? Sa lumbar spine. So deadlift absolutely corrects that with a straight back, with proper form. Kina-counter mo yung pangit na effect, no? Yung maling form ng road and gravel specifically doon sa likod natin. Next is syempre yung bench press. It works out the shoulder and chest. It gives us strength and highly useful, especially on gravel and cross country, no, XC, where upper body control is very important, lalo na wide handlebars sa XC, no. It gives us more upper body strength, stability and control sa bisikleta. Ganun din ang shoulder press, no. Mas nakafocus lang tayo sa shoulder dun sa shoulder press. Now, for dynamic and explosive lifts, I do barbell power cleans. Pwede nyo gawin to with kettlebell, pwede nyo to gawin with dumbbell. Sometimes I do snatches, pero most of the time I do power cleans. Jump squats, ito pinakamadali nyong gawin, pwedeng gawin sa bahay, sa kwarto, jump squats. And kettlebell swing, mura lang kettlebell, check sa Shopee o kahit saan man online, murang-mura lang kettlebell kung wala kayong access sa barbell. Now, these three improve greatly, no? Power generated from the hips, no? Hip drive power, and type 2 muscle, fast twitch muscle fibers, no? Ano yun, no? O sprocket, saan natin magagamit sa bike yun? Sprint! Di ba? Kunyari, nasa karera ka, you want to bridge breakaways, no? Gusto mo mang-check, gusto mo mag-sprint out of a U-turn sa crit. Lahat yan covered ng power clean, ng jump squats, ng kettlebell swing. Next ay yung bodyweight pull-ups, upper body strength, also, no, yung back natin, very good for sprints, XC and gravel. Push-ups, accessory yan sa bench press natin, and also syempre yung core workouts. Alam nyo na yan, core planks, diba? Crunches, leg raises, nasa Google naman lahat yan. Pwede nyong i-search na lang yan. Next is cross-training. Cross-training is simply training in other sports outside your main sport, which is cycling, no? To improve strength, flexibility, mobility, fitness in ways na hindi kaya ng cycling alone. In this case, run, takbo. It's a different kind of stimulus sa katawan na sobrang sanay na sa pagbabike. So I chose running in particular kasi it targets the legs, the glutes, the core, actually lahat in ways that cycling cannot, and it's very good. So bakit importante mag-cross train tuwing off-season? Well, first and foremost, kasi during our in-season, nakafocus tayo sa bike. In this case, taas yung load natin, yung aerobic load natin, kataas. And as such, hindi tayo masyado makafocus sa mga ibang activities katulad nito. So this is the perfect time to cross-train off-season. Secondly, alam mo kasi, nakakaburiw na kung puro bike na lang, di ba? Kung iisa lang lagi mong natitikman, medyo hassle. Kailangan mo rin ng ibang stimulus. Yun lang naman. Number three, it improves imbalances. So, cycling is very infamous for creating short hamstrings, no? Running as a cross-training improves that. Pinapahaba niya. Kasi ibang muscle groups ang ginagamit mo. Okay? And it's not just limited to running, no? There are different kinds of way to cross-train. Actually, yung nauna natin, strength training is one. But you could also do walking, hiking, basket kung kaya pa. Basically, any other sport that is different from your main sport of cycling. Yes.
So last but definitely not the least, sa pinaka-importante is mobility work. Actually, dapat ginagawa rin to kahit on-season, no? So this is just basically stretching all the muscles na ginagamit natin. So stretch the hamstrings, the quads or the quadriceps, no? Your hip flexors and extensors, your wrists, no? Kailangan talaga to para hindi ka rin masyado magmanhid. Flexion and extension of the wrists. The neck, syempre kasi lagi tayo nakatinghala sa road gravel, especially sa road and gravel. So, kakounterin natin pababa, left, and right. And finally, our back, no, our lower back lumbar by doing this stretch. So, kabilaan yan. Hold each stretch for about 20 to 25 seconds, 3 sets of each. That's how I do it. And yun lang naman, no? Every after ride. So that's it for our active off-season. I hope nakatulong yun sa inyo. So basically ganun lang, no, sa bike, reduce the load by 30 to 40%. Cross-train, no, do strength training, pampalakas ng buto, pampalakas ng muscles. Do mobility work, mag-stretch kayo. Even on the on-season, no, kailangan nyo mag-stretch. And you still have the time to cross-training to break the monotony of cycling, no, mentally, and of course para masira rin yung pagkasanay ng katawan natin sa movement ng cycling. Thanks guys, happy off season, and I'll see you next time.